Good morning, students. Today we will start with our lesson number 2, which is Animals, Habitat and Adaptations. In this chapter, we will firstly learn about a habitat. The environment where an organism naturally lives and reproduces is called its habitat. They obtain their food, shelter, air, and water from the habitat. There are different types of habitat. The first one is forest. It has large number of trees and plants. For example, the animals living in forest are lion, tiger, etc. The second one is desert. It is sandy land with scanty rainfall. It is very hot and dry during the day but cold at night. The animals living in desert are camels, kangaroo. The third one is polar regions and mountains. These are covered with snow and are very cold. The animals living in polar regions are polar bear, penguin, etc. The fourth one is ocean. It is the largest habitat in the world and contains salt water. Fishes, sharks live in the ocean. The last habitat is freshwater. It includes ponds, lakes, rivers, etc. Frogs and cranes live in fresh water. Today we will learn about the features of animals living in different types of habitats. The first habitat is forest. The animals living in forest possesses limbs which helps them to run, walk and hunt. The second habitat is desert. The animals living in desert possesses thick broad feet which helps them to walk easily on sand. They store water and fat in their humps. The animals have thick eyelids which protect their eyes from the sand. The third habitat is polar regions and mountains. The animals living in polar regions and mountains possesses thick fur which keeps their body warm, and they store a layer of fat under their skin which is known as blubber. The fourth habitat is oceans. The animals living in oceans have fins which helps them to move in water, and they have gills and blowholes which helps them to breathe in the water. The last habitat is freshwater. The animals living in fresh water have long hind legs and webbed feet which helps them to swim in the water. Today we will learn about adaptations, the features and habits of organisms that help them to survive in their habitats are called their adaptations. There are various kind of adaptations. The first one we will study is body coverings. There are various kind of body coverings. First is scales. The bodies of reptiles and fish are covered with scales. Snakes shed their skin periodically to replace it with new skin. This process is called molting. The second body covering is fur or wool. It helps animals to keep them warm in cold weather. For example, polar bear and sheep. The third body covering is shell. Shells protect the soft bodies from the damage and from being eaten by the predators. For example, turtle, tortoise. The fourth body covering is hard body covering. It is made up of a substance called chitin. For example, cockroaches. The last body covering is feathers. Bodies of birds are covered by feathers. There are three types of feathers. The first is flight feathers, second body feathers, and the third one is down feathers. As we can see from the diagrams, the flight feathers present on the wings and help them to fly. The body feathers covers the body and the down feathers keep the body warm.